So let's build. We're going to build the task manager app. Okay, so basic CRUD. So let's go ahead and do it. The backend, already we created the backend. The code for the backend is here. We have created it here, and we tested it also. And this is going to be our model, like this. Just going to contain title and content. Okay, we're going to use MongoDB. So we'll try all this CRUD, full CRUD, and we have controller here to get task, to add task, and to create and to update and to delete tasks. Yeah, for single, to get one task as well. So right now we want to connect it to create React. We want to connect it to React. So first thing we need to do actually is just, as I told you, we have to install this one. Okay, app.use course. Without this you cannot connect it, it won't work. Okay, so this is the backend. So now let's go ahead and start writing the code for React. Okay, first I have created app.jsx here. Okay, I'm using I'm using a React router DOM. Okay, this is just to provide the navigation here. Okay, import navbar is here, and the hello here. Okay, if you type hello here, you're going to find the reply here. Yeah, so basically this is the this is what I did on the navbar. On the app.jsx, I imported browser router routes and the route from React router DOM. Okay, to install this, all you have to do is just go here, npm I, and you can install it, the React router DOM. So once you install this one, you can import browser router, which is supposed to be the parent, and you can use the routes. This is the routes, and if you have more than two, if you have the routes, you can specify the routes here. Like for example, here the route for home is for dashboard component. Okay, if I wanted to put this tasks, this is just an example. Okay, so if I can just put it here, tasks, and if I go now to the if I save this one. Okay, now if I go to tasks here, tasks, one second, tasks, it's going to give me the same page. You see, this is just routes. I can play with the routes. Okay, you can specify any path here, like here, and to take you to this component, the path for this component. You can, for example, let's say and this is for not found component. It's just I created it here. It's just, you can say in case we type here any path that's not in the list here, we didn't specify here. Okay, and it's going to check if it's not matching any route. It's just going to send it to not found. Let me show you an example here. Let me just delete this. One second. Let me just make it task. It's going to give you 404 page not found. So basically that's how we specify the routes. Yeah, route path. This is the path. It's just the path, and this is the component where you want to go. Navbar, I just added a navbar here, and this is a component, this one, this on the top. So I can go to navbar here. Okay, this is the component. Here I'm using link. Okay, link I imported from React Router DOM, and to go to home. When I click home, it's just going to take me to the main home page. Okay, which is this is the same as this one. If you go to app.jsx, remove tasks actually, or keep it, it doesn't really matter. You have to make it here on the you can manipulate. You can go to navbar component here and just type here tasks, because this path has to match what you wrote in the on the app.jsx, the route the path you specified on the routes.js. So when you refresh this one and you go to home, see, it's taking you automatically to tasks. You see? So login, we don't have. So yeah, basically we use link because link does not actually refresh the entire page. It just displays the changes without refreshing the entire page. If you notice here, go to home, go to not found. You see, no refreshes. Okay, that's why we use link. Okay, and okay, let's go to the dashboard. This is where we will write our code. Let's go to home, and we're going to do our task manager up here. Okay, I'm going to start with the use state, of course. So const, I'm going to start with the tasks, set tasks equals to use state, and we have to use an empty array here. It's very important. Yeah, because we are expecting an array. Because we are going to use it with the map. Actually, a map only works with array. Later on, we're going to do something like this: tasks dot map, like this, and we're going to call it like this, or we can type anything, task here, and yeah. So if you don't actually specify, if you don't put an empty array here or an array, it's going to give you an error, because map only works with arrays. Okay, and const, I'm going to type here title, set title, and I'm going to give it use state. I'm going to give it actually the title is going to be a string, so just keep it like this. Const content, set content, and I'm going to give it here use state. Also, this one is going to be a string, and const is editing id, comma set editing id equals to use state. Use state is just going to be set editing ID. It's going to be null, I think. Yeah, null. Yeah, and we're going to specify here the loading, comma set loading. This is so we can show whether it's loading or not. Use state, make it actually true, and const error, just the basic error handling, equals to use state string. Yeah. So now let me open the use effect here, or let me create a function for fetching. Let me try to fetch the tasks. Let me create an arrow function, and equals to this one. And it has to be async actually. Fetch task, and let me open try and catch. It's always recommended to use try and catch when you try to use async functions. And const response equals to await fetch, and I'm just going to type the localhost 5000. This is the IP of the IPM port of the backend, and it's going to be tasks. Yeah, since we are going to fetch it, and don't forget to use the result here. Now I'm going to, because we are going to the backend is going to return it in a raw format. Okay, the reply. So we have to change it to proper format. Okay, and put it on result. Basically, what this does is it's just going to clean the input we receive, because it's actually going to give us the response is going to be a raw format. We can't use it with the map here. It's not going to work. You'll get an error. You have to convert it to change it to this format. Okay, basically it's going to just show. Let me show you what will return. So the response is actually going to look like this. Okay, from this the response. And basically what we are doing here is we are going to remove this stuff, and yeah, make it look clean it up, and just yeah, just yeah, that's it. Yeah, basically that's what's going to do. That's what we are going to do. Okay, we're just cleaning up the data so we can use it here. Anyways, then we will go ahead and set tasks. We're going to set the tasks to results, and okay, this is what we should do. Then the error, just type here console.log error. Okay, let me just save this, and yeah, I think this is it. Okay, this is just going to fetch, and once we fetch it, okay, after it's successful, actually you're supposed to return set loading, make it false, because it's going to display, right? Make it false. Yeah. And in case there is an error, you can just type here an error, set error, and say here something went wrong. And now I'm just going to use effect as discussed before. Use effect is important because it will allow it to run automatically on render. It's going to allow it to run anything you specify inside the use effect at least once automatically. So you have to, if you specify a dependency array here, empty array, you have to do that. If you don't, it's just going to keep rendering. And Yeah, so right now there is an error here. If you read here, calling set states synchronously with an effect. So this is actually just because there is a rule in JavaScript in the latest version of React, but actually there is no issue here. Okay, we're getting this way because it's saying that we are using set task inside use state inside the function effect side effect that we are calling from use effect. Okay, so you just go quick focus disable for this line, and that's okay. So right now we can just we can just go ahead and display the task for now, just to see whether it's working or not. 1 second. Dev, I'm going to use dev here. I'm going to change it. I'm going to style it just for the sake of checking whether it's working or not. So we can go ahead and refresh the page. No, because I think it's because of this one. Let me just cut this one. Okay, set loading. No, paste this one and loading actually we can add it here. 1 second. If loading, if for some reason the PC is getting stuck, actually it's taking too much time. If loading is true, just display the loading. Okay, dot. However, if it is false, just no. Yeah, you can just if loading, and do this one, and if there is an error, shift and just display the error, right? If error is true, just no. If error is true, just display the error. I think error. I think this is the way to do it. It's loading and it's not displaying anything. Yeah, I think I know why it's not displaying anything. The way we're structuring it, actually, it's not proper. 1 second. Yeah, I think this one. 1 second. Let's just put this one here, just for the sake of testing, and we're going to get back to it, fix it. Okay. Yeah, and let me just add. It keeps getting stuck, so it's making me. It's not working properly, actually. Let me go to inspect and go to console. Actually, it's loading, but it's not. Is false. So the result, we're putting it to tasks. Okay, we're supposed to use tasks.map and put tasks here. Task.title, let's just put the key here and add it task.id, and okay, I'm not returning. Yeah, the reason we're not getting any displays because I'm not actually returning anything. we have to use return here. This is a common mistake. Yeah, so it's working. As you can see, I'm getting a reply here. Read a book, Game of Thrones, test. This was just to test if it's working or no. Okay, but let's go ahead and continue. So fetch is working, so we can go ahead and continue with the use effect. After use effect, and yeah, let me just put it in a proper way. Actually, let me fix the styling and so on. Task title, I'm going to make it h3. And task content, I'm going to say p or whatever. And this is it. This is the div, and I think I am going to create another div below it. Okay, and I'm going to put this div, and I'm going to put create another div as well here for the button, for add, and no, for edit, actually, for edit. And I'm going to create one more here. Control C, Control V, and so this is one div, this is second div, and this is the final div. No, it has to be inside one more div inside, closing div. Yeah. So when you save this one, it's going to give you this way. And now I'm just going to go ahead and style it. So I'm going to say class name here. I'm going to say flex. Yeah, and I'm going to say p4, so it will give us space. And I'm going to add border here, so we can see the border, and mb2 just to put space, and I'm going to use justify between just to make it look better. And let's see how it looks now. Yeah, that's great. Instead of edit here, actually we need to put delete. Yeah, and this is button. Actually, let's style the button, make it bg blue, and blue here, and the text, make it bg text white. Okay, and px, the padding is actually supposed to be px. I'm supposed to put 4, and py I'm going to put no, 4, and x I'm supposed to put 2. So just copy this one, Control C, last name, Control V, save it, and space between them is actually useful because it's sticking together, and I need to put some space between them. Space x, put 2 here, or mr margin right, make it 2. Yeah, so make it 2, mr2, and yeah, so we have 2 buttons here, and we can make it 3 instead of 2. Let's see if we can make it 3. Yeah, it looks better. And the color, the delete, I'm going to make it red actually. bg color, let it be red. Yeah, it's preferred actually the delete to be red, and edit keep it as it is blue, that's fine. And that's about it. And here on the main div, actually I want to do something here. Class name, I'm going to put the padding here 10. Yes, so it will be at the center like this. And inside here I can put h2, h1 or whatever, h1. And I'm going to call it Task Manager. And I'm going to add here class name. I'm going to say font bold and the text 3XL, just so it will be big, and MB, so it will be 2, or make it 4, so it will be a little bit distance there. Make it 2XL. 3XL looks a little bit excessive. And that's about it. And what else we have? So let's see if we refresh. Yeah, so the loading is working and everything's working. So now remaining actually is the form. We can add the form here. After the task manager here, we can add a form here. We can add one form here. Now also the button here, okay, on click, whenever we click this, this is the edit button, right? When we click this edit button, we're supposed to go to a function which I didn't create yet. So let me create the functions first before giving it any giving anything here. Let me create const handle edit. Yeah, it's going to take anything here. Just type anything, whatever, task or whatever, and this is handle edit. So when this is clicked, set title to empty, to edit actually tasks, task dot title, and set content task dot content, set title, set content, and set editing ID. Make it task dot ID. Okay, that's about it actually for handle edit. Let's do one more for const handle delete. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take the ID for delete actually, and I'm just going to set the in case of handle delete actually we're supposed to const result. Actually we're just supposed to delete it, that's it. Await fetch, and we're going to do it this way: http localhost. I'm just going to type 5000 here. I'm just going to call task here, and yeah, I should use ticks here instead of single quote, and I'm going to type $sign here, and I'm going to type the ID here. Yeah, and just put slash here. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is the right syntax, but it is, it's okay. So next step, I can just copy comma here and open here. Yeah, this is supposed to be a sync actually. Yeah, await doesn't work if you don't put a sync here. And here I've just specified the method, just the method, just make it delete. And that's about it actually. What's this error? Must only be assigned to non-empty expression. JSX attribute must be only assigned to non-empty. Okay, it's okay actually. That's fine. So handle the edit and delete. So now when the edit button is clicked, actually it's supposed to, we can just specify here handle edit and just send the task as it is to it. Okay. The reason we are using this one arrow function is we are saying when this button is clicked, only click go to this function. Okay, only when the button is clicked. If we don't use this arrow function, okay, it's just going to run it on render. Okay, so when the page loads, we don't want that. So handle delete here. In case of delete, we only need the ID to send the ID. That's it. So I think the delete part is done and the edit part is also done. Just one more thing. Yeah, we can, yeah. So one more thing remaining, one last part, and that's the form. Okay, form is just what we specify here. We can type the form here. Okay, now let me just close it here. Okay, I'm going to type form here, input value. I'm going to name title, first one, and on change I'm going to use e here and set title e.target dot value here, and yeah, I think this is it's just that we need to specify the, we can add label here just so we can find a name here. We can say title. Okay, and just copy this one as it is this way and paste it here, and just change the title here to change it to content. Okay, and change this one to content. Actually it's stuck. I don't know why it's stuck. No, okay, we need to wait, because if I do something now, we're going to lose the code. I didn't save it, so it's not responding, and just give it some time. Just give it some time for it to work. It's loading, and it's loading. So we have to wait for it to finish the load. Yeah, it's taking too much time. So, shit. It's not going to let me finish end the process. There's nothing we can do. It took so much time. Had to be done. So, start recording. So this is it. And let me open this one. Yeah, so I'm going to put this one here, and we don't need this one actually, and remove this one. So let's continue. Okay, let's create a form here, and close it. Add input here, input value, it's going to be title, and on change, I'm going to do this. Set title e.target no, I have to put here e, so let me just remove this one. Yeah, e.target.value, and add label here just so we can specify the title. Okay, I'm just going to copy this one, Control C, paste it here, and change the name here to content. Okay, set title is going to be content, and change the value here to content, and add the button here. On click, it's going to be, no, actually submit here. Submit, just type submit here, submit, and remove the bracket here, and just say, and here if editing ID is going to be true, then we have to mention update. Okay, else it's just add. Okay, that's what we want to display on the output. If you save it now, you can see the change, but it's unstyled. Yeah, it's here, you see this one, but now let's add some style to it. Just so, also put here on submit, it's supposed to go to function that we will create, but first let me just style the form. No, actually we can style the class name, input class name equals to, I'm going to call it border here. It's not working. I think this is actually the issue. 1 second, let me just keep it as it is for now. And yeah, the border is working. And put MB here 2, and also P 2, and MR 2, and let's just save this one and copy the same thing, Control C, put it inside here, and class name MB 2. Actually there's a trick here, we can just wrap put the input inside label. I think it'll be much easier. Let me try this one. Yeah, and when I input inside the label. Let's try this one. Cut and put it inside the label like this. And next I actually want to add class name here. Class name, just space or MR, no need to use space, just MR, so there will be some space between the title and the yeah, that's the issue with adding it, putting it inside. Okay, Control X, just put it down here, and MR title, so there is space between the title and the content. Let me remove this one, Control X, and put it here. No, Control X, put it down here, and just add here class name, put it here, and Control V. So actually I want to use flex for this because I want the form to be flex. No, I want it to be flex all. Yes, like this. This is actually better. I want it to be this way. And after the button, actually we need to add one more class name, and the button we need to style it actually px 4 and py no, actually py4 and px4 and py2. This will do, and bg blue and 400, and text is going to be, put the text white, and yeah, and also add mr here, mb, put it for mb10. And this is actually okay, we can put MB here if you want it to look a little bit better. Yeah, you can just add MB on the label, MB2, just to make it look a little bit attractive. But that's about it, and we are almost done. So one more thing we need, one thing remaining actually, just the handle submit, const handle submit equal to e, and we have to pass e here and type e dot prevent default. The reason for this is it will not refresh, to prevent refreshes. Okay, and then if it's editing, if editing ID is true, and then we have to use post const results. No, if editing ID is true, we have to await. Wait, but here we have to use async, so it will work. Async, and here we have to await fetch, and here okay, I have to use the backtick here, HTTP, and here localhost 5000 sorry, tasks, and we have to specify here the ID, right, which is the editing ID. Yeah, and yeah, before here we have to actually specify the method. The method here is going to be put. Remember, put is for edit, post is for add, and delete is for delete, and get is for fetching. So now remaining the headers. Headers are just what we want to send to the backend. Okay, content, so they will understand our Express.js can actually understand our content type and application slash JSON and z, put comma here, and body. Body, yeah, body is just so we can convert the convert it to string before sending it. We'll send both the title and the content, right? We'll update both, and we use JSON.stringify to convert it to string, because usually it's on an object. I think it's going to be stored as a object, so we have to convert it to string before sending it to backend. And once we finish this one, we have to immediately set the editing ID to null. Okay, and then else here we're going to copy the same thing here. Okay, just copy this one. Okay, so just change the method, make it post. Okay, and the same thing, we don't need this for post. Actually, automatically it's just going to do that, and we don't actually need this. I just put it there for no reason, just there is no need for to output anything. And once this is done, okay, we have to set the title to empty string and set the content to empty string as well, and then set the task to empty string as well. No, yeah, set the task as well, put it all empty. So handle submit, we're going to specify it here. Actually, it's saying handle submit. I'm not sure if it is correct or not. 1 second, let me see the form. Where is our form here? Yeah, we have to add here on submit. We're supposed to add the handle submit here. Handle submit. So now I am hoping that actually we did. I'm hoping that it's done. Yeah, we're after the we're supposed to put everything empty after the form has to be empty, even the data has to be empty. No, the tasks, actually I'm not supposed to play with the task actually here. Instead of set task, it's supposed to be fetch tasks. Sorry. Yeah, because we're supposed to fetch it after the update or editing, right? Whether we edit or update, we have to refetch again so that it can load again. We can get the latest data after the change. So now let's refresh our total. So let's say I have read. Let's say I want to add something here. I will add a task here. I want to go to the supermarket. Okay, and the content is going to be buy some groceries. Let me add it. Done. You see, it's here. Okay, now adding is working, and let me refresh it. It's coming here. Let me edit this. Go to buy some groceries. Let me change this one, or let me change this one, the test here. Let me change it, make it go to college or something, anything. This is the task, and the content is going to be at 8 4:30 p.m. or whatever, a.m. or anything يعني. So update, see it's updated, update is working. So yeah, so just yeah, so it's working fine. Let's say I want to delete something here. I want to delete read a book, Game of Thrones. Okay, even if it's deleted, it's not reflecting here. The reason is because even after delete, you're supposed to actually refetch here, fetch task, or else it's not going to do that. So when you refresh it, it's there, but initially it didn't because I have to fetch it, the task, after the change. So this is it. You want to verify, you can test it using Postman to verify that we just added this one, right? You want to verify that, that it's actually working. You can just type here and remove the body first of all, and do get again. You see, this is the one that we just added. We added both this two, right? Go to college and go to supermarket. So this is how we just created a full stack application. Okay, we migrated, we used MERN. This is basically a CRUD application. Most of your work is going to be through this, and yeah, so that's it for today. See you